solo content creator can sometimes be a little bit challenging, but today I'm going to show you how I shoot remote using a remote control and my phone app. So first, I'm going to set up the scenery back here. So let's get clicking. So for today's shoot, I want it to be a little bit moodier, a little bit darker color. So I'm gonna pull down the backdrop and I'm gonna use these V-flats and I'm gonna show you how they work. Just to kind of add a little bit more of that, not mysterious, but moody vibe. So let's do it. So when using a backdrop like this, I actually like to have some kind of rug or something, just kind of tuck the edges so you don't really see that little wrinkle down there. So that's why I have a rug here today. And now for these bad boys. Scene is set up. Now we need to connect the remote to my camera and then we're gonna get clicking. So the reason I'm using these today is to help reduce the light bouncing off other walls. You also get a little more crispy shadows, which is what I want to achieve with my little more moody vibe that I'm trying to create today. So that is why I'm using these. If you would turn them the other way and use the white sides on the other hand, that actually helps bounce more light back if you want a more softer light on the subject or on the model. But now, let's connect the camera to the remote and then we're gonna get started. I'm using my beloved Peak Design tripod. So I know I've talked about this in another video before on my channel, but the reason why I love this tripod is that it's pretty lightweight, but you also have the option to easily rotate it if you want to do a horizontal or vertical. And today I'm doing more content for social media, which is why I'm doing more vertical footage. So. Alright, connect to camera. So the app that I'm using, Sony's app, it's called Creators app. I know all different camera brands have their own apps. I've tried a lot of them, but none of the apps are perfect. It's often that you get disconnected or whatever, but it's still a very useful tool when you are photographing yourself to be able to have like a monitor on your phone. You can also set your settings and control the camera if you don't have a remote. I actually use both of them. I kind of like to see what's going on, but it's hard to take self-portraits and hide a phone. This is a little bit smaller, so it's easier to actually press the shutter and kind of hide it a little bit in your hands. So, but right now I'm just setting the actual framing. And I need to go over my settings too. So from what I can see right now, it doesn't look as moody as I want it to be. So I need to move my light a little bit, but also move these closer to kind of enhance the shade in the picture. So I'm gonna do that and then we're gonna film a little and take some photos. And that is one thing when you do self-portraits or even photographing other like subjects or models. Take your time with the light. Don't just, you know, settle for okay. If you have something in mind that you want to achieve, take your time. It's something me myself are working on, so, but it's fun. You learn a lot along the way. Since I don't want to be holding my phone in my hand to be able to press the shutter, I'm actually gonna put it on the floor. First, I'm gonna set a 5-second timer, because that gives me a little bit time from when I click the shutter to actually get into position and hide the remote, or if I don't have the remote in my hand, it gives me time to get ready. So let's take some photos. Why I like to use the remote too is when you half click it, you actually see if the camera finds the focus. Because sometimes when you do self-portraits, it can be a little bit out of focus if you don't have the right setting. So I like to make sure that it finds me. So there's even some times where I use my toes to trigger the shutter on the phone app. It works great actually. Alright guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new. If there's something that you want me to make a video about, I'm not a professional or anything, but let me know in DMs. I'm happy to get some feedback or suggestions. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Hej då!